everyone, it's Alex from Chiropractic and welcome to our first spinal TLC session. So this session is 15 to 20 minutes of easy, gentle spinal mobility, suitable for most people, suitable for pregnancy except for one exercise, so stay tuned for that one. The only equipment you need is a timer, and the key points for this session is focus on our breath, lengthening of our spine, and engagement of our pelvic floor. So we're going to start with just that key point of engagement of our pelvic floor, which comes into more play at the end of the session. But I just want you to kind of have a practice of how to do that to start with. So to engage your pelvic floor during this session, we work with our breath. So a big inhalation, expanding your belly, and then an exhalation, drawing your belly in. So we are focusing on these transverse muscles in here, and we are focusing on pulling our belly button towards our spine, together with pulling our pelvic floor, that musculature sitting inside our pelvic basin, up and in. A good wee visualization tool to help you with engaging the right muscles is imagining that you are picking up a wee marble with your anus. So let's try it out. So big breath in and exhale, drawing in and up. So hope you picked up that marble real well. During this session we will work with repetitions of 10. So working, if we're doing one thing on one side, we're working in 10 repetitions on each side. We also do a couple of longer stretches or holds, and we work with a minute, so hence why you need your timer. So we're going to start in a standing position. So we're going to come into a half squat. We're going to use the palm of our hands in the hip crease. We're going to be actively pushing down into our hip crease, while we are also actively pushing the back of our head up to the ceiling. So it's going to look something like this. Pushing down and stretching my top of my head up to the ceiling. So it's almost like I'm visualizing separating each spinal segment. And you'll feel that quite nicely in your lower back. Taking some big, nice deep breaths in and out. The first exercise we are going to do is a cat and cow. So you have to come down on all fours, spread your fingers wide to get a nice wee grip. Your knees are hip width distance apart, approximately like so. I'm going to demo on my side, coming on to like so. You're working with your breath here. As you're taking a breath in, you let your belly drop, looking up to the ceiling, and exhaling nice and slow, curling your spine and tucking your chin. Taking a big breath in, looking up to the ceiling, let your belly drop, and as you exhale, really shooting that back up and curling your spine, tucking your tailbone and tucking your chin. Exercise number 2 is a flow cat and cow. So very similar to the first one. On hands and knees again, taking a big breath in. As you exhale, you're going to place your butt towards your heels, curling that spine, looking down, curling your chin. Taking a big breath in, let your belly drop. And repeating that for 10 times, curling your spine, glutes to your heels. Exercise number 3 is a lateral side bend. So again, performing on all fours. Inhaling to start. As you exhale, tilting your pelvis up and looking down towards your heels and your glutes. Inhaling, exhaling, repeating on the other side, tilting your pelvis to the side and looking back at your heels. Inhaling, exhaling, looking back. Exercise number 4 is a on all fours tabletop position tiger curl, so a little bit more of a balancing act, and again we're focusing on lengthening and working with our breath. So this is how you do it. So inhaling, and you will be reaching the opposite heel and the opposite hand as far forward as you can. As you exhale, you're going to place your elbow towards your knee, curl your chin if you can. Inhale, reaching as long as you can, and exhaling, curling. Exercise number 5 is a push-up into a back extension. So very gentle. You can decide to do this on your toes if you want more of a push-up and a harder effect. Or you can do it on your knees and then make it nice and gentle. It's still going to be effective. So this is also the exercise that does not suit very well for pregnancy. Maybe if you're in the early stages you'll be fine to lay on your tummy, but definitely later on it's not advised at all. So that's up to your discretion to see where you're at in your journey. So we're going to start on all fours. I like to cross my knees, do whatever you like to do. From here, we take an inhale. As we exhale, we come down and we inhale again, looking up. Don't place any pressure through your hands as you want your back to be engaged. And exhale, coming back up in a push-up. So inhale, exhale, coming down, inhale, looking up to the ceiling, engaging those extensor muscles of your back. Get them switched on. Exhale, and coming back up. Exercise number 6 is an extended child pose. So you can set your timer to 1 minute, but if you feel like this exercise is particularly nice for you, just keep going. It's better to listen to what the body needs than what your timer says. So to perform this exercise, you place your knees wide and heels and toes together, or toes together, heels towards your glutes, stretching arms nice and wide, as well as pushing them as far forward as you can, relaxing your belly and your head down onto the ground. Exercise number 7 is a half moon lateral side bend stretch again. So we're going to come up onto our knees. From here, hands up into the air, place those fingers together, interlock if you like, and knees together, nice and tight. From here, we're going to work with our breath again, taking a breath in, reaching tall and leaning over. So imagining that you are wanting to touch the ceiling and draw a line on the ceiling, as opposed to really crunching over onto the side. And inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Exercise number 8 is a low lunge. Really great for people with really tight hip flexors. You come onto your knees, place one foot in front. Make sure your knee is at an approximate line with your toes, then kind of leaning into it where you feel the stretches coming on, not to where it's really painful. You kind of need to push back out of it then. So feeling it about there. From here, I'm going to reach my arm on the same side over onto the opposite side, really kind of engaging this stretch now. I can really feel it, and looking up if you can. Exercise number 9 is a happy baby rock. So we're going to lay on our back. There's 2 ways you can do this depending on your flexibility. You're going to lay on your back, starting with the easier option. You're going to place your heels towards the ceiling. You can hold behind your hamstrings. You're going to place your knees out wide. from here. This is a gentle wee massage for your lower back. So we're going to count to 20 with gentle little rocks from side to side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Exercise number 10 is a glute bridge. So with this exercise, we are going to use a pelvic floor engagement a bit more actively. So to start the exercise, you lay on your back, heels firmly on the ground, coming down, place your hands wherever you like. From here, do a test run, making sure you kind of got the pelvic floor engagement. So taking a big breath in, expanding your belly, and exhaling, picking up that marble with your anus, drawing your belly button towards your spine, and you got it. And doing one lift and back down, and exhaling. So a big breath in again, and exhaling, belly button to spine, lifting up and releasing. Exercise 11 is a gentle spinal twist. We're going to continue staying on the ground, and we're going to be working again with our breath and our pelvic floor. So the spinal twist is also one of those exercises that is not that well suited for second and third trimester, so you have to use your own discretion as to if this is going to be appropriate to you. And we're going to be working again with our breath and our pelvic floor. So key point here is to make sure that the back of your shoulders, so this part here, is staying firmly planted on the ground. So if you're noticing as you're doing this movement that your shoulder blade is, or your shoulder is lifting off the ground, it just means that you kind of have to stop your twist as your mobility of your spine is not quite there to support you for that just yet, but you'll get there. Okay, so onto the ground, like so. Gentle bend to the knee, arms out wide, taking a big breath in. Exhaling, engaging the pelvic floor, drawing your belly button to your spine, leaning over to your side, and exhaling, coming back up. Big breath in, engaging, coming over, and back up. Big breath in, and coming back up. We're going to end our session the way we started it, with a gentle stretch in a standing position. So it's a good way for us to notice if our body is feeling different from the work that we have done, kind of tuning in with what your body is telling you. Half squat like so, pushing actively in and stretching actively your head up to the ceiling. That is the end of our spinal TLC session. I hope your spine really loved that, and let us know if there's any other topics you'd like us to cover or to delve into any other specific areas like lower back, neck, shoulders, whatever it might be. Give us a message, and yeah, we'd love to cover that for you. Have a wonderful day, and I hope we see you soon.